Hello one and all, welcome to the Math Magic Show. In this one we're going to find the derivative of x to the sine of x. Let's go through the process carefully. So, x to the sine of x is equivalent to writing e to the ln of x raised to the sine of x, and that is so because the e and ln are inverse functions. That's why I can write it that way. Understanding how to use e and ln and the fundamental relationship between them allows you to rewrite many different expressions, like x to the sine of x, x to the cosine of x, x to the x, for example, x to the 1 over x, and so on, using this e to the ln relationship and the fact that they're inverses. And then I can apply the power rule for a logarithm, so I can take the sine x and place it out front, so it's going to look like the following. In other words, e to the sine x multiplying ln x. And now why would I do this? Because I can differentiate e to the sine x ln x relatively easily. And remember, by differentiating that, you're also finding the derivative of the original x to the sine of x. Okay, let's go into that process. So, remember, I'm differentiating x to the sine of x, which is equivalent to just differentiating with respect to x, e to the sine of x, and then ln of x, just the way you see it written there. Let's go to the differentiation process on the right side, so it's going to look like the following. You're going to copy e to the sine of x ln x, so that's copied directly straight down. That's by the chain rule, essentially. And then you multiply by the derivative of sine of x times ln x. In other words, you multiply with respect to x of that derivative sine x ln x. So let's go to that process. Now, sine x and ln x are basically two different functions. You can differentiate the product using the product rule. So again, I'm going to copy that. Then I'm going to multiply by the derivative of sine of x ln x. So it's going to look like the following. Then I'm going to copy the sine of x, and I'm going to multiply by the derivative of ln of x, which is 1 over x. And I'm going to add to that the derivative of sine x, which is cosine x, multiplying the original ln x. Just the way you see it written on the screen. Perfect. The only thing that remains really is the following. Remember, up here, x to the sine of x was rewritten as e to the sine x ln x. So what I can do now is, wherever I encounter e to the sine x ln x, I can replace it back with x to the sine x, the original function that represents it. So, that means down below, I'm just going to rewrite things one last time as the following. X to the sine of x, in other words, replacing e to the sine x ln x, and then multiply by the rest of it, which again would be sine x times 1 over x, plus cosine x multiplying ln x. And that there is the derivative I've been looking for. That is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. I hope it's been helpful. I'll see you in another video.